Imagine waking up one day, opening your window, and instead of the sun, seeing a different star in the sky. A planet where a year lasts 385 days, and maybe, just maybe, it could one day be our new home. Picture a planet out there in the heart of the galaxy with rippling oceans, a sky bursting with stars, and perhaps creatures gazing at their own moons, wondering, are we alone in this vast universe? This isn't just a dream. This is the story of Kepler-452b, the planet NASA dubbed Earth 2.0. In this video, we're embarking on an epic space adventure to uncover the secrets of this mysterious world and find out why scientists and explorers are so obsessed with it. So, get ready, because we're about to dive 1,400 light years into the cosmos. Join the mission on Astraean. Together, we're heading to one breathtaking world. Kepler-452b is an exoplanet, meaning it orbits a star outside our solar system. It resides in the constellation Cygnus, a staggering 1,400 light-years from Earth. To put that in perspective, if we could travel at the speed of light, it would take 1,400 years to get there. This planet was discovered in 2015 by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, one of the most successful planet hunters ever. Scientists used a method called the transit technique. How does it work? When Kepler-452b passes in front of its host star, the star's light dims slightly. The Kepler telescope detected these tiny dips, and by analyzing the data, scientists confirmed the planet's existence, estimating its size, orbit, and even some of its features. This discovery was a game changer, as Kepler-452b was one of the first planets to seem so strikingly similar to Earth. The planet's host star, called Kepler-452, is a G2V-type star, just like our Sun, but a bit older at 6 billion years. 1.5 billion years more ancient than our Sun. It's about 20% brighter, meaning its planet gets more heat. Here's the cool part. Because the star is older, if life exists on Kepler-452b, it's had more time to evolve. Maybe the creatures there are way more advanced than us. Let's dive deeper into what makes Kepler-452b so special. This planet has qualities that earned it the nickname Earth's bigger cousin. First, its size. Kepler-452b is about 1.6 times Earth's diameter, placing it in the super-Earth category. Its mass is likely 5 to 10 times Earth's, meaning surface gravity could be up to twice ours. Imagine jogging there. It'd feel like running with a backpack full of rocks. Orbit-wise, it circles its star every 385 days, eerily close to our 365-day year. This similarity gives Kepler-452b an Earth-like vibe with its seasonal cycles and light exposure. But what really sets it apart is its spot in the star's habitable zone, the Goldilocks zone, where it's not too hot, not too cold, but just right for liquid water to exist. Liquid water is the golden key to life as we know it. What about its composition? We don't have precise details yet, but there are two possibilities. Kepler-452b could be a rocky planet like Earth with solid surfaces, mountains, valleys, and maybe vast oceans. Or it might be a mini Neptune with a thick gaseous atmosphere, more like Jupiter. If it's rocky, its atmosphere could contain gases like nitrogen, oxygen, or even methane, trapping heat to create life-friendly conditions. Estimates suggest its surface temperature, without an atmosphere's effect, ranges from -20 degrees Celsius to +20 degrees Celsius, perfect for liquid water. But a thick atmosphere could trigger a runaway greenhouse effect, like Venus, making it scorching hot. Here's a fun tidbit. Its larger size means Kepler-452b might have moons, like Jupiter or Saturn in our solar system. These moons could be habitable too. Think of Europa, a moon in our system with an ocean beneath its icy surface. If Kepler-452b's moons are similar, they might be havens for life, even if the planet itself isn't. Kepler-452b scores a stellar 0.83 on the Earth Similarity Index (ESI), a measure of how closely it matches Earth in size, temperature, and orbit. For comparison, Mars scores 0.64 and Venus a measly 0.44. This high score makes Kepler-452b a top candidate for extraterrestrial life. If Kepler-452b has a suitable atmosphere, liquid water, and stable conditions, it could support life. What kind of life? Maybe simple microbes, exotic plants, or even complex beings building their own civilizations. Since its star is older than our Sun, any life on Kepler-452b could be far more advanced. Picture beings that started evolving billions of years before us, now cruising the galaxy in spaceships. It's just a hypothesis, but it's thrilling to think about. Kepler-452b's discovery showed that Earth-like planets are far more common in the Milky Way than we thought. Scientists estimate billions of planets sit in habitable zones across our galaxy. That means the odds of life elsewhere aren't slim at all. Technologically, this discovery was a breakthrough. The Kepler telescope's precision spotted planets this far away, paving the way for missions like the James Webb Space Telescope, which is now scouring the cosmos, and the European Space Agency's Plato mission, set to launch in 2026 to hunt Earth-like planets with even greater detail. With all this excitement, we've got to face reality. Kepler-452b is incredibly far away, and studying it is like solving a cosmic jigsaw puzzle. At 1,400 light-years, there's no way to visit it anytime soon. Even a spacecraft traveling at light speed, impossible with current tech, would take 1,400 years to arrive. For now, we're stuck with telescope data. A major challenge is that current telescopes can't see Kepler-452b's surface or atmosphere in detail. We only have data on its size, orbit, and location. To learn about its atmosphere, say, whether it has oxygen or methane, we need far more advanced tech. There's also the risk of a runaway greenhouse effect. Since its star is brighter than our Sun, a thick atmosphere could trap too much heat, evaporating any liquid water, like Venus, a literal inferno. Even in the habitable zone, conditions for life can be fragile. But scientists aren't discouraged. The James Webb Space Telescope, already in action, can analyze exoplanet atmospheres using spectroscopy, identifying gases like oxygen, methane, or carbon dioxide. If Webb detects oxygen on Kepler-452b, it could be a strong hint of life. as oxygen is often produced by living organisms like plants. The Plato mission, launching in 2026, is another step forward, designed to find Earth-like planets with greater precision. Long-term, scientists are working on giant ground-based telescopes and space arrays that might one day capture direct images of exoplanets. Imagine seeing a real photo of Kepler-452b's surface with oceans and continents. Projects like SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, are also listening for radio signals from regions like Cygnus. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll pick up a message from Kepler-452b saying, "Hey, we're here too." Kepler-452b isn't just a planet. It's a mirror forcing us to reflect on ourselves and our place in the universe. It reminds us that Earth, with all its beauty, might be just one of billions of habitable planets in the galaxy. That thought is both exhilarating and a bit daunting. If life exists elsewhere, we're part of a much grander story. This planet has inspired countless sci-fi stories, movies, and books, from Star Wars to Avatar, all drawing from worlds like Kepler-452b. Beyond fiction, it pushes us to think deeper about ourselves. If a second Earth exists, it might remind us to take better care of our own, since Earth is still our only home in this vast cosmos. Kepler-452b is a beacon in the cosmic darkness. With its mysteries, it reminds us that the universe is brimming with wonder and possibility. Maybe one day we'll learn if it's truly a second Earth with oceans, life, and perhaps advanced civilizations. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe so we can explore more space adventures together. Maybe Kepler-452b is just a twinkling dot in our telescopes right now. But who knows? One day, our kids might walk its surface. Or maybe, right now, someone out there is looking back at Earth.